Hey everyone, so I hope you all had a really good day so far. Today's look I actually haven't called yet, so I don't really know what this is, but if you'd like to learn how to do this look and see what products I've used, then keep watching and I hope you enjoy. Okay, so I grabbed my beauty blender, my one's just by Chi Chi, and then I grabbed my foundations. Now I will be using the Estée Lauder Double Wear in 1W1 and 3W1. I mean, I could just get a 2W1, that would make sense, but you know. And I just put that on the back of my hand. Now I've decided to put a headband in because my hair is just in my face. Okay, so basically I put 4 blobs of foundation on my face. Then I spread this around using a dabbing technique with my sponge. I continue doing this until my face is covered and there is no excess foundation sitting on my skin. Okay, and then next I go on with my concealer. This is my all-time fave concealer as it is really creamy and has a great lasting coverage. It's a ZA concealer in the lightest shade they sell. Now I just dab this under my eyes as you can see, and on my nose, as well as my forehead, and then a tiny bit on my my chin. Now I do this as I like to highlight those parts on my face, and I do this by yet again using a dabbing motion with my sponge. Okay, and then next I go in with my Ben Nye banana powder. Now this stuff is amazing, I love it so much, and I just basically use a tapered brush for that one, and I just put it under my eye just to set the concealer on my nose as well as a little bit on my forehead and chin. Now this stuff can be quite drying if you have dry skin, so I don't recommend putting on tons under your eyes because yeah, it just kind of brings out your fine lines a little bit. However, it is still an amazing product, and if you don't have it, you should definitely buy it. Oh gosh, and I hate putting this stuff on my nose because it gets in my nose, like I breathe it in and I just feel sick, but that's okay. Then I just basically go ahead and powder the rest of my face. Now I use the Estee Lauder Double Wear powder in 1W1, and I just use a powder brush to blend that all into my base. Now this powder here is quite translucent, so it doesn't really put any colour onto my face, hence why I can actually use a really light colour even though it's not actually the colour I am at the moment. Okay, and then I go in with my bronzer. Now I use the NYC bronzer and just a little tapered brush by Real Techniques. And I just put that in the hollows of my cheeks. Now it does kind of create a bit of a harsh line, but you will see in a little bit in the video that I do go in with a bigger brush and I do blend that out a little bit more, so don't be too scared by how harsh it is right now. Now I also put a little bit on the sides of my nose, nothing too much though, and then a little bit down my jaw like that. Now next I still use the same bronzer, but I just get a fan brush and put a little bit of that on my forehead and on the sides of my, I guess, temples, as I just like the look it gives. And then there we go, I go in with the big fluffy brush and I just kind of blend out all those harsh lines. Now here I am grabbing my 2 favourite blushes ever. They're by Geek. They're called Infatuation and Smitten. And then I'm just using a Real Techniques brush to blend that into my cheeks. Now this blush is probably my most used blush. I don't know why, I just love the colour it gives. Okay, and then next I use my highlighter. I love how I'm holding all these products upside down, but anyhow, and this is one by The Balm. It is called the Mary Luminizer, and obviously I'm struggling to open that. And basically I just put that on my the top of my cheekbones, on my nose, a little bit on my forehead, which actually I shouldn't have done today because I have a pimple there and it kind of highlighted that I have a pimple, but you know, these things happen. And then next I go in with my MAC Fix Plus. This just sets all my foundation and powder and everything, and it just makes it last longer throughout the day. Okay, and so once I had finished my face makeup, it was time to do my lips and my eyes. Now, for some reason today, I decided to do my my lips first. I think it was because I pulled out my drawer and I found this really pretty color, and I was like, let's do that. So yeah. Now, I apologize I didn't show the product, however, I will write it in the description box below, as it is a random Chinese brand, I think. Like, I just bought it off eBay, and it was super duper cheap. Now, I prime my eyes using the MAC paint pot in the colour Painterly. It's quite a similar colour to my skin tone, so basically it just gives a matte base for my eyeshadow, and it just makes it last a little bit longer, I find. Using the Anastasia Beverly Hills dip brow and a small angled brush, I then do my brows. Now this brush is by Sigma. And yeah, basically I just fill them in. Now, using the Naked 2 Basics palette by Urban Decay, I use the colour Cover, and I just grab a big fluffy brush and I put that in my crease using windshield wiper motions and kind of circular motions, as well as it's quite a fluffy brush, so it won't leave any harsh lines or anything. Back in with the Basics palette, I then use the colour Undone, and I use a more dense brush for my crease, just to put a little bit of a darker colour in there. Now I'm using the colour Shimma Shimma by Makeup Geek. I think it's one of their foiled shadows. It's a really, really pretty pigmented colour, and I just put that on my eyelid. Using the same Basics palette, I then use the same colours that I used in my crease earlier, and I just grab a little dense brush to put that in my lower lash line, just to bring the colours down. Then grabbing my Maybelline Eyestudio gel liner, I then put that in my waterline. Then to do my winged eyeliner, I use the LA Colors Black Liquid Eyeliner, and I just create a little bit of a flick on the end there. Okay, and while I'm waiting for that to dry, I then grab my Best Lash Extreme Volumizing Mascara by Jordana and put that on my lashes. Last but not least, I then go in with my fake eyelashes. Now these ones here, I just got from a Japanese store. I will put the name of them below, but they're quite a natural looking fake eyelash, and I like natural looking ones better on my eyes personally, as I have really small eyes, and so I just don't want them to overpower everything. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, I use the Duo glue, as I find it's the best eyelash glue ever, and I just use a pair of tweezers to apply my lashes. And then afterwards I just put another coat of mascara over the top. Okay, so this is the finished look. Now, I hope you have enjoyed watching my video today, and if you have, please can you like and subscribe, as it helps me so much. Other than that, I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you in my next video.